by your wishes and your
desires.
born, yeah, you're born right to decide over your own soul. But fear is the one that is the easiest way to control people. And that's what they put into these persons that have been subjects for this abduction and probing and whatever has been going on. And now that people waking up and understand that I don't need to be afraid, don't need this to be told to me. I can make my own decisions, I can make my own wishes, and I can manifest whatever I want. Then they started to say no, and I have no power over you anymore.
Very good. Excellent. I had those experiences when I was fresh out of the military, and I tried to be brave enough because I was afraid. And then to one point, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be afraid. I want to meet them face to face. And then when I remember I was in the experience, I was on my bed and I opened my eyes, but it was so close to my face that I literally just passed out from fright. And then after that, I said, if I can't do anything about it, I don't ever want to remember it anymore. And I must have said that with such conviction because I've seen the ships over my head and over my house, and I've seen them with the lights out go by and things like that, but never had a face-to-face before. I don't know, just asking from your perspective, what can you see about people here on the planet that we can't see about ourselves in terms of that type of thing? Like, could you see stuff like that about myself or even Lars? Lars, I'm sorry, met one face to face a couple weeks ago, and she shook his hand, literally. She had two fingers and opposing thumb.
Lars, you said to me, no, she had 3 fingers and a thumb.
I mean, three, okay, yeah, 3 fingers and a thumb.
I'm holding his hand and using him to channel
Very
this
good.
conversation.
Thank you.
And it's not so easy for him sometimes to get my message through because there is a lot of energy surrounding us and also communicating with us.
Understood.
But we can say that Lars' encounter with this being was in a good purpose, that he needed that download he got at that moment. He wasn't aware of getting this in that special time, but now it's working for him in a higher purpose and in a good way. And you are getting also your being, your human being is also getting download all the time. And in a way, we can connect to you in another way that we connect to Lars, because you are having another way to communicate. You don't need to be physical and have this physical connection. But if you wish to, you can have them too. But every wishes have to come deep from inside yourself, not from an ego or any other aspect. Just have the faith to the knowledge you receive is for the good of everything, and you're putting it out to so many humans, and so you're spreading this energy all over this planet and all over this solar system and all over the universe.
I'm trying.
You're doing. You're doing.
Very good. Well, Dolores, how is Lars's body holding up now?
He's just okay. He's sitting and smiling.
Oh, very good. So, I know that some of the people from the QHHT forum are probably, as soon as they see this, they're all going to take a peek into it and check it out and to see what you have to say. And so I know the last time that we spoke that I mentioned Candace Crawford and Susan Spooner, but I didn't mention your daughter. And your daughter, of course, you already know, is doing an amazing job with your legacy. And if in fact I have a feeling they will see this, if you had a message for your daughter in this moment, it would be very beautiful, and I'm sure she would really appreciate it. Even I'm sure you probably already communicated with her, but just still.
Love of my heart, I was not always there with you physically, but you have always had a big place in my heart. I love the work you do. I love what you're trying to perceive, to enlighten these people on this planet, and you're doing great. And I love you so much. And I'm with you all the time.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Dolores, we love you.
I hope you also understand. When I'm talking to you, I got a message from all over here. I guess messages from this energy surrounding us, also getting through me and through Lars. So I will express from my higher self to your higher self that I love the work you do with it. And I love to see that this method I developed or started up, more to say, because it was developing by itself in some kind. But I like to see that more people getting into this, because I have always felt and still feeling that it will do good if it is used by the right intention, and mostly it is so. And the wrong intention will not have an effect because it will fade out.
Very good.
And I thank you for this opportunity to use this channel to talk to you. And you're more than welcome coming back.
Well, I'm just like you, Dolores, and I will get my next group of of questions together. I'll make sure I do good research first, and I
have a little lady here beside me whispering in my ear. He never stop asking questions because he is like you, curious, and I can feel that, and that's a good thing. Never stop asking questions.
Oh, is that my higher self whispering to you?
It's Isabella.
Oh, I love you, Isabella. Thank you.
You know our heart is with you.
Ah, you're gonna make me cry.
It's good to cry.
I know. Okay.
It's releasing.
Dolores, one more thing. I know she's probably laughing already, but and this isn't really ego, but just because I have you here and I can, so I can't help it. Maybe it is ego, but you know, I tried to get my book published through your company, and they said you guys don't do poems.
Don't stop trying. Everything is possible to change.
Well, I'm
also explore other ways to do this, because you can be surprised what can be presented for you.
Oh, very good. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to, but you were still alive then, but I know you have a whole group of people there to run that business. But they tell me in these sessions that the material that I've been channeling through those poems was good stuff. So I figured, that had to be a way to get out there just the same way you did. So
You will. You will.
we have many things in common, I can tell, which is why I was so drawn to you. And okay, all right. All right, and I know, here it is. I have a question for a gentleman, and each time we do these, I try and sometimes get a question from one of the subscribers who's asking things, and he's a gentleman who'd like to help me in my endeavors, and I don't know, you might say this, well, you just tell me this is not appropriate, and then if it's not appropriate, then I'll take it as that, and it's no problem. But he's put something in motion, and he's supposed to receive, his name is, I'll just say Gary, and he lives in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken, and he's waiting for some type of settlement or what have you. And he says, could I ask that? I said, I could ask, but I'm not exactly sure if they're going to answer, because it might be considered something personal or egotistical or however. But he seems like he wants to do something good with it or whatever, or something positive. So I just ask, and there it is.
We cannot go in deeply to this matter, but we can say that this man maybe should do a session with you to get the answer he needs to get.
Very good.
He can also choose another practitioner if he want to, but you are already in connection, and that is meaning something also.
Yeah, he said he was drawn to me, and we attempted to do so, but he can't quiet his mind. So I told him to look at my YouTube, my playlist, and there's some ways I've teach how to ground and that type of thing. That was my suggestion for him, and I said so once you can get to that place, then it probably would be easier. And I tried several methods with him, but I'll just leave it at that. So
perhaps he will benefit from doing some meditation technique.
Yes.
Just to be able to come to another level. Just to be able to relax his mind. We think it will be a good method to prepare himself to let go and trust what he is going to receive is nothing dangerous, is nothing that is going to put on his shoulder to be judged. He's just a human being, and no one is judging him, so let go of the fear and let go of the mind.
Very good. Beautiful advice. That's exactly what, very good, very good. I basically what I was telling them. Okay, so I'm going to get, if you have anything else that you'd like to share to anyone who's listening, there's a lot of people, as soon as they see your name, they're going to come and check this out to see what you had to say. I hope I did it some justice with the questions that I asked. Those are the ones that stuck out in my mind. So if there's anything before we bring Lars back,
I will let go of Lars, and another energy, female energy, is going to channel through him. It's the energy that he met personally sometime that have something to tell you.
Very good. We love you.
I wish you farewell, and I am so pleased with all the work everybody is doing. And be aware of that nothing being judged, and the only law you have to obey is do no harm.
Yes. We love
So
you.
with this I say farewell to you all and letting go of Lars now.
Thank you. We love you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
We come here with love to share with you. We have this understanding there's a lot of confusion going on your planet.
Yes.
And we are here to help let go of this fear and this confusion that hinder you to go to any transition. We are going to put into you a certain energy that will make you aware of what important you are, to understand who you are or what you have to give to each other. You need to get rid of any fear. You need to get rid of why and when and if and so on. We need for you to spend time alone, quiet, meditating. You do not need to use anything. Just sit and listen to your heart. That will do you so good. That will do all humankind so good. And we are here to support you. We are coming from all over the universe to support you and this planet in this transformation into a higher frequency. And you are not alone. We are millions helping. And we want to send you unconditional love and tell you that you are all connected to the source. And you are getting closer and closer to see this with your inner eye and with your heart, not with your mind. That pleases us so much to be able to be in assistance, because it will resonate not only in this universe, but in so many different frequencies and universes. And this is a good time for you humans to share this with each other. Don't forget to love, 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 love.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that, and I'm sure Lars will be very appreciative, and everyone else who's heard that beautiful message. And is there anything else that you'd like to share in this moment while you have an opportunity? I'm sure everyone who's listening to this would appreciate it tremendously.
We would wish for you to ask for everything that is true for you, whatever it is, from your media or your elite or your surrounding. Is this what I feel? Is this what I can take into my inner soul? If you feel any doubt, don't listen to it anymore. Follow your intuition. It's so important for you. Follow the intuition that is given to you from this source. That is the only true telling for you. The only true communication for you.
That's understood. I sure would like to believe what Sheldon Idol has to say, though, about what's going to be taking place in this year 2016 with the switching of the president and all of that.
There is going to be a switch of president anyway in your country, because it's time for that, but maybe not exactly in that way he put it.
Okay.
But you will see the changes coming, but perhaps in a longer time perspective, in your linear time.
Understood.
But all this will happen.
In this lifetime.
If you're talking about your lifetime, yes.
Yes.
If you're talking of all the beings, they maybe choose to pass over.
Oh, very good. How's Lars doing there? Is it time for us to go ahead and bring him out?
We leave you. Have
Thank you. Very good, Lars. I'd like you to now just drift and float away from that scene, leaving everything there in the forever moment of now, where it belongs. We give it much love and thanks for coming forward and expressing with us today. So how are you feeling there, sir?
Oh, I feel good.
Excellent. What do you remember? Do you remember any of that?
I remember that I saw that woman I met on the parking lot.
Yes.
She took my hands again. But the table that was there first has disappeared, so we was just floating, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that woman. She is so beautiful. And the energy it sends out is pure bliss and love. And it almost makes me cry when I think about it. I could really hook up with her anytime.
You. So, do you remember Dolores?
No, not so much.
Oh my.
I remember her taking my hand, and then after that she took over me in some way.
She did, because she literally spoke through you. She channeled through you. She literally took your hand and she left you a really nice message for sure. How long do you seem like, I always ask this, but how long did that seem?
It usually seems much shorter than it really is. By now I know it's sometimes up to 2 hours long, but the feeling is that sometimes it's just 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. Sometimes I have no perception of time whatsoever. So it's because I think time is not existing in that level I'm traveling in. So I can't have any perception of time.
Absolutely.
It's not possible.
I notice is that a light, or is it just still light outside there?
Light?
Light.
I have a lamp there.
Oh, okay. That seems like daylight to me. Oh, okay. It's bright. Okay, very good. Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and
Sure.
let's. So that was really, really interesting. So you say you don't remember much of Dolores at all, huh?
No, I remember her smile. I remember her soft but distinguished language. She almost sounds like she is British, not American. She have that R, you have, but...
Well, she's traveled the planet so extensively. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so she's pretty international.
All over the places.
Yeah, success.
And I remember her showing me, you were talking about expression of yourself, and you were showing me many places on the planet. And I think I heard she saying something that you have been all over and over again for
Yes.
a long time or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm channeling, it's just like myself, my being it's not there in the same way. I'm away doing something else. So
Awesome.
it's a strange feeling.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Alrighty, very good. Then I will.
It's as much for me as for you as for the people. It's doing us all good. I have to touch my
Love and light.
stiff.
Namaste.